Hello there, everyone, and today in this video we will be reviewing LEGO set number 75312, Boba Fett Slave 1. Yes, I know that's not the actual name of the set, but that's the name of his ship, Disney. I could talk about this whole thing for hours on end, but that's not the point of this video. So, let's take a look at those minifigures. So we're doing something a bit different now for looking at the minifigures. This is the Mandalorian. He's got his, now, spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 2 and the Book of Boba Fett. Mando has his, Beskar spear that he gets in that one episode with Ahsoka. Yeah, going right in with the spoilers. I warned you. This minifigure comes in a good amount of other sets. He's got some really nice arm printing on there. I wish this thing would focus. This guy comes in a good amount of other sets. But it's still a very good and very detailed minifig. He's got lots of very detailed arm printing and such. I'm not even gonna, well, just a plain unprinted black head. He's also got the short, blaster, the dark gray Mandalorian cape, and then some pretty nice back printing. Now I'm doing things a little bit different this time because I haven't done the reviews in a while, so please tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now, on to the next minifigure. It is the man of the hour, the man with the power, maybe, Boba Fett. And now, this is a very good minifigure, but the one glaring flaw is that the helmet, while different from the normal one, Boba Fett helmet used in printing at least, the helmet and jetpack should be dark green, because that's the color that his armor is in the show. They got the printing on the torso right with the dark green, and the torso looks very good, especially with some very nice arm printing. Sorry if it won't focus. Also some very detailed leg printing, and the little lines on the side of the helmet. He's got his range finder as well. And then, of course, he has his blaster. And then also he's got a completely unique face, which actually does look a good amount like Boba Fett's actor, whose name I'm very sorry I'm probably gonna not pronounce right. Temuera Morrison. I'm probably not pronouncing his name right. I apologize for that. And then he's also got some pretty nice back printing, also with the dark green. I believe this minifig is probably going to come in at least 2 other sets, because I'm pretty sure they're making, or not, at least 1 other set, because I saw some rumors that there's going to be a $100 set for the Book of Boba Fett, and then possibly a $70 set too. Yeah, I just wish his helmet and his jetpack were in dark green, but it's still a very good minifigure. Now on to the last sort of minifigure-esque thing in the set. It is a Gamorrean guard frozen in carbonite. It's not really a minifigure necessarily. In fact, it's just a sticker on a brick. But this is cool because I actually do have the original Slave 1 set. I did a review on it a while ago, back around when I started the channel. And that they used this same type of thing for the carbonite bricks. And I think this one is pretty nice and detailed. I know there were a couple of these in the Razor Crest as well. This one's neat because it's not the Gamorrean guard that resembles the actual minifigure ones. It actually looks more like the ones from the Book of Boba Fett, where they're, like, shirtless. A little bit, they do. And now, let's get on to the builds of the set. The set comes with an orange brick separator. What a surprise. 4 extra translucent red studs for the Slave 1 itself. And then the first build is, let me adjust my camera, is this. It's like a little, this darn thing will actually focus. It's like a little cargo cart type thing with a ladder on here. We'll see how that comes into play later. And there's a dog here on here, because I have plenty of dogs. It's actually, yeah, it's a pretty neat little build. I like it. But of course it's not the main build of the set. That would be Boba Fett's Slave 1 itself, which I will show you now. here it is. This is Boba Fett Slave 1. It's got lots of stickers, like there's here and here. These two on the front. More similar ones on the sides here. And then 3 on this part. The wings rotate pretty easily. Hold on, let me adjust my camera. If we have it like that. And then they just kind of rotate when you pick it up. Oh, and it's got some nice detailing on the bottom here. This thing's overall, other than the stud shooters, got a bunch of really nice and accurate detailing, like these little guns down here. This, like, the cargo area, you lift that part up, and then can fit a carbonite brick in there, just like the original one, which I do own. I mentioned that earlier. I don't know why I'm mentioning it again. And then you open the cockpit, and you can put Boba Fett in there, which I am actually going to do right now. Let's get him. Now, it actually is kind of difficult to fit him in there when he's got the rangefinder. You have to tip it down. Oh, when he's got the rangefinder, you do have to tip the thing down to make him fit in the... Oh, come on, this darn thing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, they could have done that a little bit better. But it's still pretty nice. And, something else pretty neat is that, even though it's a small enough set to where it doesn't really need this, it's got a handle. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, another pretty neat feature of this set is if we take this thing and lift this... Oh, sorry about that. And lift the ladder up, and then take Boba Fett's Slave 1 and just... I'm going to show you guys how to do this. You got to have the ladder be under that green 2x2 bit. Oh. Got to make sure it's lined up right. And then... display stand. Again, set's small enough to where it doesn't need that, but it's awesome to have. How cool is that? I think it's pretty neat, because I don't think any other LEGO Star Wars sets than this one that have display stands. Because I don't own any UCS sets, but I do want to get the Republic gunship, even though the minifigures kind of suck. Again, that's not what this set is about, because this set does have good minifigs. And now, we are going to be looking at the box and the manual. The set's got a relatively normal-sized box for a $40 or $50 set. Yes, the set is $50. But if you're a price-per-piece person, you look at that, $5.93. $50 ain't bad if you're a price-per-piece person. We got the minifigures down there. This nice art with that world with the vision rock that Grogu would sit on, and where the Razor Crest gets blown up. Oh yeah, that's just going on a very quick tangent here. Not to let this video go off the rails. But how is Mando gonna be getting around in Season 3? I mean, is Bo-Katan just gonna give him a Mandalorian ship, or just fly him everywhere? Because, I mean, he has no ship now, and it's not like Boba Fett can chauffeur him, because he's doing his own stuff now. But yeah, of course you can see all this information. It's a 9+ set. The Mando face for the actual original Mando figure up there. The actual size comparison thing for Boba Fett up there. Nothing interesting on the side or bottom, or this other side, really, either. This set does have the thumb tabs, but I try not to use them too much anymore. Sorry about the glare. It shows some of the play features down here. And then shows him going in the cockpit. It's just, oh, shows him putting the carbonite thingy in there, and then you got Mando and the little cart thing. Yeah, that's the box. And now we're gonna look at the manual. here's the manual. It's actually a kind of thick one for a set of this size. But you got the little QR code there. Yep, relatively normal size in terms of, like, the shape one. You got the wind robot back here. All the pieces. Oh, look, an ad for the Skywalker Saga. A game that I have had on pre-order since November of 2020. Yeah, I did pre-order the deluxe edition too, so I spent $75 on the darn thing for Switch, because that's the only console I have that you can play the thing on. And I really sure hope that it releases this spring. Of course, you know what, that's not what this video is about. I'm not going to go on a whole rant here. And then it shows a bunch of sets back here. It shows the buildable The Child, which I do not have. The Imperial Armored Marauder, which I do have. I also have that one. I've done a review of it. This is the one that this video is about. I don't have the Light Cruiser, and then it shows the minifigures for most of the sets of this wave. I do actually own the Bad Batch set. I don't have either of the 2 Clone Wars sets or the Mandalorian Forge. I do really want to get the Mandalorian Forge, but because of some annoyances with my local Targets, I've decided that whenever I do get it, I'm ordering it from Lego.com. And that was it for the manual. And now, onto rating the set, because yes, even though it's been months since I've done one of these, I'm still doing that. And here we go. Alright, so overall, I believe this is a good set personally. Now, there are some people who probably would argue against me just for the fact of how small it is and how recently it came out after the one from 2019, sorry, and how much smaller it is than that one. I don't own the 2019 model. The only Slave 1 models I own are this one, and then the one from, like, 2000 or 2001. Very two opposite sides of the spectrum. But, I think it's a pretty good set. I mean, I do have some issues with, the Boba Fett minifigure itself. The fact that the helmet and jetpack are not dark green. But that's not a huge issue, and even though it's not likely, it's a possibility that they're going to fix it for the 1 or 2 Book of Boba Fett sets coming out. And it is a slight annoyance, but not too big a deal, that his rangefinder goes kind of wonky if you want to fit him in the cockpit of his own ship. But personally, I think it's a pretty good and well-detailed model. It could have used 1 or 2 extra minifigures, but I honestly think it's pretty fine for what it's got. And if you're a price per piece person, I mean, you're getting nearly 600 pieces for $50, which is pretty good if you're a price per piece person. So personally, since there are just a lot of different angles that I could see of different people who would be buying this set, somebody who displays it, it's nice to have the stand. Of course, you may not have needed it in the first place. It's good to just have these iconic vehicles on shelves for new generations of kids who are getting into Star Wars. And again, price per piece people might like this a little bit better than some other people. So I think I'm going to, for a rating, give it a 6.5 out of 10. Minifigures are pretty good. Very much enjoy the build. Could be a little bit better, but I don't think it's bad. It's definitely not a bad set by any means. So, I very much hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.